Mehmet, what's good, Brody? Daniel, what's good, bro? Let me just let me get this link sent in, boys, and we'll get straight to it. Pardon me. There we go. So yeah, today was unlucky, man. Today was very unlucky for a few positions. We'll talk about the positions. Let me know what trades you man have got in today, man. Yeah, Slaps was good, bro. TA was good, man. Yas was good. Fletch, what we saying? David, Michael, what we saying, boys? Afternoon. Today really didn't give us any opportunities, to be pretty honest. EU and GU gave us fuck all. GU swept high, and then just continued up a little bit further. We saw a little bit of a drop down back to DTO, but we've not seen price do much. We've not seen price do much whatsoever. Gold we just see continue up, which again was sort of as anticipated. We did sweep the Asia low, so we was looking for the buyers up, but you can see price just left without us, which makes sense. Again, the market is very expansive at the moment. It's quite hard. It is hard. Yeah, Seb, what's good, bro? Tommy, what we saying? Jed, what's good? What we saying, boys? Ping driver, message on WhatsApp. Yes, bro, definitely, bro. 100%. That's fucking sick. And it's fucking right at the doorstep, man. Yeah, let me tell my old lady. Man, that's sick, bro. Again, man, I've literally never gone to one before. Never. I'd love that. I'm gonna send it to her right now. Jason, what's good, bro? What we saying? What we saying, lads? How we doing? Yes. Took an L on EU cells for that IFVG 15 minute. See, yeah, I mean, what did you get in a cell? When did you get in a cell? Was you trying to get off of the DTO? Yeah, mate, that'd be fucking jokes, Tommy. Defo, man. Defo. I mean, I'll come regardless, bro. I'm gonna ask my old lady, but I'll defo come. 100%. But yeah, today EU and GU was difficult. We've not seen the dollar do much. We've not seen. We had sort of decent news come out of the pound, hence why the pound had the move to the upside, swept the high, etc. But there wasn't really much for a liquidity sweep. We're still looking for that bearish dollar to come through. It's not really come through yet, so there was nothing. There's not been any trade there all day. So if you guys haven't got anything today, don't feel like you missed anything, because honestly, there's nothing missed. The only trades I was trying to get in today was one, the EG sell. I didn't really give a fuck about price coming to back to the Friday 50 at this point. We've seen it not come to the Friday 50 every single day for the past month, maybe even a few months. So yeah, I really want to get into price, but as we can see, we just collapsed straight away. properly just took. That's the thing anyway. With EG, with the range it had, there probably wasn't going to be a trade anywhere there for me. But this manoeuvre was great. But just we didn't have the retracement back in for the continuation down. Because we did have higher time frame levels to the downside, so we did want to see price come down. And as well, with that bullish news come out of the pound this morning, we had the increase of GDP by 0.1%. We looked great, right? We looked great. It was just unlucky not to get anything, man. But markets are a bit fuckedy at the moment. Gold, on the other hand, was the one I actually had placed, and I really wanted to see price come to entry, but we just didn't see it. Come to entry at all. Would have been a nice just over 1 to 3 minus spread. Say a 1 to 3 would have been really nice. And again, would have been the third good gold trade of the week so far, boys. And it is Thursday, so it probably might be our last one. I don't know what volume's going to give us tomorrow. But by the way, guys, if you're on TikTok, man, I'm streaming over on YouTube. That's mainly where I stream. Stream always looks so much better on YouTube as well, man. I'm not gonna lie. I do just screen record the other screen, so do jump on YouTube, guys. I'll be honest, it's much better. Oh, she said, I'm out for my birthday that night. I asked if I was doing it. Asked me if I was doing another night, would Defo go? Is he doing another? I mean, bro, I'll be honest, I'll probably go to that one. But is he doing any more around there? I mean, I'm oncoming to that one. I might even take my bird or something to that one, or one of my mates. I'll probably take one of my mates. We've been... Do you find it hard to see the funny side of things sometimes? Do you sell on the 15-minute? See, my only problem is that we're not really strong on the dollar. So for GU to come down, it's going to be difficult. The reason why we had the sweep at the high is because we had the strength of the pound, not really a liquidity sweep. I wouldn't count this as a liquidity sweep, purely because of the strength we had from the pound this morning. That just does signal that we are strong for the pound. So I don't know if GU sells is the best idea. I think you're either going to just see price move up, or we're probably just going to piss around here for hours. I don't think GU and EU are sort of the best ones to go for right now. EG retracements for continuation is what I'd like to see. See price feel a bit more displacement, maybe in the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, around these time frames here. See price come back into some nice areas before continuing down. Because again, we still have that stronger pound over the euro. And the euro is just so weak at the moment. But let's look at yen as well. Yen's done very similar things. I do want to see the yen continue down, especially on that daily time frame perspective. It makes sense. But I feel like short term we are going to continue to see that yen bounce back from the political uncertainty it had a few weeks ago. Or last week, sorry, I should say. Last week? I want to say it's last week. Where did you get your fundamentals from? Bro, honestly, I just scan the internet every single morning. And I watch Bloomberg most of the day. You boys can hear. I mean, if you're on YouTube right now, you'll be able to hear it. By the way, boys, whenever I'm live, right, I've always got YouTube in the background. So if there's anything big happening, you man are going to hear it too. I'm sure I'm allowed to do this. I'm not 100% too sure. But you boys will be able to hear it too. So if you are on TikTok and you do want to hear the financial news I hear literally live, then come jump on it because you boys can hear it as well. But one, I watch Bloomberg every single day, bro. And in the morning, I am awake from 6 o'clock scanning the internet. Essentially going through routers, going through... New York Times, going through JP, going for... Because normally we do get a lot of reports from a lot of analysts. I normally try and find those wherever I can. To see what everyone's saying, see where everyone's got their heads at. Because at the moment, that's the crucial part of fundamentals right now, right? Is there's so much uncertainty. So everyone is pushing their assets into a lot lower risk things. But we need to know what that is. Because at the moment, the dollar, we're seeing bullish from the dollar, even though we've got massive dollar uncertainty. We're seeing impulses from the yen, seeing it come down, then come back up. Look at gold, it's going mental. Don't go without us, brother. Sounds like it's Jordan Peterson talking. We have gone mental in the last few candles. What was that little push done for us there? How did you know the dollar would turn weak this week? I don't know. Honestly, bro, at the moment, there is literally zero way of telling if the dollar is going to be bullish or bearish. There are so many contradicting factors that would make it strong, which would make it weak. So at the end of the day, if you see it a bit too overbought in a market where it's uncertain, you're going to see price come down because, again, there is so much uncertainty around the dollar. There's uncertainty around most economies right now, so that's why it makes sense for the dollar to be a safe haven because of that. But at the same time, the US economy is very uncertain itself. We're currently still in a US government shutdown. I mean, we are looking at lower interest rates, which will decrease the worth of the dollar temporarily until growth gets up. That's essentially what Trump's wanting to do. He's trying to go for growth more than high interest rates. Purely for a few reasons. I mean, growth in the US needs to go up, and two, they need to get their debt down. The way to get your debt down is pretty much lower interest rates. You lower interest rates, you're going to see your yield on bond debt repay price be lower. As we've already seen, we've seen the US 10-year bonds come down quite a lot. I mean, we did see them early this year around the same rate. We saw April 25, just up below the 4% mark. But we saw it increase quite a lot, which obviously came a big threat. And then we started getting interest rates cut after sort of May. And that's why we've seen a big decline in US 10-year bonds, 30-year bonds, all bond yields. We've seen them come down. We've seen the bond prices increase as well because everyone's looking for those safe haven assets. So it's great that we're seeing the US debt come down because obviously that benefits them by getting the lower debt repay back, which is key, especially when you've got about $37 trillion in debt. You've got to try and get rid of that. They're making deals around the world right now, especially the deal they made with EU earlier this year alongside the tariff deal, which is massively helping them out in terms of finances for the next 3 to 4 years. USD CHF shorts looking nice. USD CHF. Swiss franc makes sense that we're looking to buy it. Looking to sell it. You said shorts, right? I'm not tripping bells. Yeah, shorts. Okay, cool. It looks really nice. Again, a 4-hour time frame, got real nice structure. Obviously, price coming back into that premium area. Still got a bit of room to move. But again, we're seeing price move quite heavily today. We've had such a bullish day, push back into that bearish momentum. If we got any CRT, say on a daily, we could definitely do in this range. We don't have a close there. 4-hour CRT completion. I've seen CRTs get a bide, which is nice. Okay, cool. We just want to see it retrace enough to be happy for price. We've come into some golden zones, which is perfect. Looks like we're coming to the 0.7 zone. Let's see if I've got these right. I've not used in a bit. No, 0.62. I actually like the look of UC shorts, especially if we are looking at the weaker dollar. It does make sense for the Swiss franc to go up because that is another safe haven currency. Our main safe haven currencies are the dollar, the yen. Not the yen. What am I about? Am I good? The dollar, the Swiss franc. These are main two, innit? I'll be real. These are main two. It's mainly just the dollar. But if the dollar's weak, you do normally see the Swiss franc pull up because it does just take advantage of that safe haven. As well, you got to say, like Switzerland do have a real good system around. I mean, everyone knows their banking system's fucking elite. Everyone knows their system is a joke. It's the safest It's the safest country to put your fucking money into. It's a very good country to put your money into, especially when all looks bad. You got to bear in mind it's a country that also historically, over the course of many wars, have always set themselves apart and not got involved in any. So again, it's like that's just one of the reasons why they're such a great country to invest in when all things fall apart, which is happening right now. Right, we've got wars going on left, right, and centre all over this globe. Ones that started last week between Afghanistan and Pakistan. So I mean, the ones that we've been seeing going on for 5-6 years now, like the Ukraine and Ukraine-Russia war. Just left my girl. Time to full port, bruv. What in the blood? Do not full port. Gone. Stop making these shit decisions. You motherfucker. What do you think of GU? I think GU. I wouldn't even want to I wouldn't even want to waste my eyes on it at the moment, boys. Again, I'm still looking for the dollar to be somewhat weak. But even still, where the fuck you getting if you've got a dollar weak? DTO maybe, but it's shit trades, man. They're not great trades. You're trying to feed on to the big bullish move we got here, but sometimes it's always the best to wait for price to come to some nice areas, which I don't think it will do. Because of the momentum in the market right now, I don't think GU and EU are going to give us good trades. We haven't really moved all day. We're bullish after open on GU EU, so we can see the strength of the pound. See a little bit of strength of the euro, mainly because of the weakness of the dollar, but the pound is just stronger. Best positions, in my opinion, would be EG. We do see the blatant difference between the pound and the euro right now, especially with the GDP that come out this morning. So, not just the GDP, I mean, we had manufacturing, we had, what else did we come out that was fucking insane this morning for the UK? We had industrial productions increased by 0.4%, previous was minus 0.9%. Manufacturing production also up 0.7%. So UK is not doing bad right now. Manufacturing's up, industrial's up. Perfect. Interest rates aren't going down. So again, big divergence there in terms of interest rates from the Fed. ECB interest rates sitting at like 2.25% or whatever the fuck they're on. They're like half of our interest rates. Capital inflows would be better from the UK. The pound is way more attractive than the euro right now. Shorts would be the best positions. Bro, I had a long on 4222. Didn't tap me in. No way, bro. Wait, at what point? Was you trying to get back in like here or some shit? Was you trying to get back in here? Oh my god, yeah. It would have. That looks like a bastard, bro. This is the trade I had on this morning, but I didn't get tapped in, which is kind of annoying. Yes, Nolan, what's good, my brody? What comedian? It's Tommy's dad, bro. He's absolutely hilarious, man. Can we get an analysis on EG? Of course we can, my brody. Again, this is sort of where I'm looking for my most part of my trades now. So EG shorts. We are, like what I just said there, I sort of gave you the fundamental breakdown of why the euro is weaker than said pound. So we are looking to favour the pound over the euro at the moment. So we are looking for the shorts on EG. They're the positions we want. That's what we want. I mean, looking at it from a technical standpoint, I mean, let's just go to the charts. You've heard about fundamental reasons why the pound is way more favoured. What we're seeing right now is we're still in this sort of bearish phase that we're seeing on price. Here, I'm just monitoring how we react off this higher time frame level here. But as you can see, it looks like we are testing it for like the third time now, and there's a high chance that we could just see price break below. But we are seeing on this sort of this 1 hour to the 4 hour time frame, our main bias being bearish. So we are just continuing our short-term bias here. And again, we just got some more fundamental news that makes sense and accompanies that trade there. I mean, what do we have come out for the euro today? We had Italian trade. I've not actually refreshed yet. Let's go to the euro. We had ZOO economic sentiment drop. Again, bearish for the euro. German ZOO economic sentiment dropped as well. Is that it? All we had today for the euro? I thought we had more. Okay, yeah, German final CPI staying the same. Inflation staying the same. And it does favour keeping interest rates the same. So no signal of higher inflation, which would initially pump up a currency, by the way, if we do see inflation rise a little, but it looks like they're not. Industrial production. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong fucking day. That's why. Here we go. Oh yeah, we got the Lagarde speech later on. Trade balance come out alright. Italian trade balance come out dreadful. Spanish 10-year bonds coming out to 3.09. It's not great for it's not great for the euro. We've got a Lagarde speech at 5, so we still got about 3 hours for that, but just over 3 hours. Tomorrow we don't have much. Just final core CPI. Inflation looking to stay the same as well. So no influx of that. So yeah, it still just looks bearish for the euro. Nothing strong coming out of the euro at all. So we're just looking for our normal position. So Asian liquidity is what I was looking for this morning. Didn't end up getting in. Price didn't tap. But I guess a continuation is in order if we do look to continue off of that fair value. Again, are we going to see price bounce back up? We're going to have to see a strong euro or a bit of a weakness from the pound in order for that to happen. Still think there's a higher chance of that not. We could just continue to the downside and just forget about it. Is ECB Lagarde going to say something juicy that EU is moving? That is moving EU this slow. The reason why the EU is moving slow, bro, is purely because of the uncertainty. It's not even really like leading up of the anticipation of a Lagarde speech, because we had a Lagarde speech the other day or yesterday. Yeah, we had a Lagarde speech yesterday, right? And it's just, was that yesterday? I want to double check if that was yesterday. No? Or was it a power speech you had yesterday? Why is it also not saying on Forest Factory either? I'm not sure, but we did have a speech earlier this week, and it hasn't really been affecting price. I mean, politically, we're just so uncertain with the ECB. The main problem isn't coming from the economy itself, it's more politically driven. Uncertainty with France, which is what's making it weak. Look at the longs on GU. No, 422. Wait, bro, the long on 422. No, 4229. Send me a photo, Luke. Oh, what? And you was trying to get back in like here. Oh, right. Got you. That's bullshit, though, bro. What's best funded accounts for beginners? Definitely ACG, bro. I mean, most prop firms are sweet, man. If you're starting out, like most prop firms are going to be sweet, but again, I would even say look at one for beginner, because really, at the end of the day, they're all the same. But you want to stay with a firm that will always give you the best service, and always give you payouts and stuff. I'll say ACG, bro. I'll be honest. I've never had a problem with them. What's your chart colours, bro, and candle colours? Freddie, I've got them in my Discord. If you wanna come get my colours, bro, just drop me a message on Discord. I should have them in there. If I don't, then I'll send them over to you, bro. Would you say they're pricing in ECB cuts already? No. I mean, I think what we're doing with the ECB is we're keeping interest rates the same for the time being. Inflation's at 2.2% at the moment. We're seeing interest rates at, let me just double check. Yeah, interest rates, 2.15%. So we're seeing interest rates at 2.15%. Right now, we would keep interest rates the same. There's no need to cut any more. It does still support growth. Inflation's low enough to support growth. Interest rates are low enough to, well, they're not. Interest rates are too low for capital inflows, so they are more looking for internal expansion rather than external. But yeah, the bearishness isn't really coming from monetary policy. It's more from the fiscal side of things, right? Which is making it hard. But they need to get back politically. They need to get politically stable again, especially France. They've had a massive hit. European auto's got a massive hit as well, because US earnings come out very strong. So that's definitely helped definitely not helped the EU automobile side of things. Bearing in mind that is a big part of their country's GDP. Companies like Volkswagen, Porsche, all these type of companies, right, earn a lot of money from them. Yeah, I'd say keep the limit on, bro. To be honest, I'd say keep the limit on. There's a high chance it will come back down to it. To be fair. I've still got mine on, but I don't think mine's going to come to entry at this point. How do you make the sessions colour thicker? It's just this colour here, bro. It should be the opacity of it. Or would you say it's uncertain around the ECB decisions? I think the ECB won't cut interest rates. I'm pretty certain that there is no point in cutting interest rates any further at the moment. There's no point. So I can't see their next decision being a cut. I would say with my chest, 95% chance of them keeping interest rates the same for the next meeting. US, on the other hand, is a different story, but I mean, they're in a US government shutdown, so I don't know when we're really going to get the cut of those interest rates. That is annoying though. You know the love, Brody. GU is continuing up. We are taking advantage of that weaker dollar. And again, this is what we were saying yesterday. We wanted to see the dollar weaker. We wanted to see how it's going to really react to these areas of price here. These daily fair values. It looks like we're still struggling to become bullish off any of these two. So it looks like our next area for price is back down close to this new week opening gap and where this fair value is. So that's sort of our next question, whether price could actually be bullish. So that is what I'd say keep your eyes focused on, boys. Have these dailies marked out. This is what I'm monitoring to see technically where price is going to go. Yes, Steve? Afternoon buyers? Lol. This guy is... That's how you know you trade too much. We were not going to beat the core. We've seen growth come down massively in the US as well, which is not great for them in their current scenario. Yeah, bro, still trade ALG, Freddie, man. Do not try to fix what's not broken, brother. Don't fix what's not broken. No need to change it, man. Yeah, it looks like we are just continuing off this level here now. See, we're just not getting price in good areas to actually, in order to jump in. Have you back tested loads? I've done it for a year trying to get it. Bro, I've been trading it live for years. I've been trading it live for about 4 years now. My secret to trading, Freddie, right, would be don't get too worked up on a strategy, right? Because a strategy, you can have a great strategy, but you can have shit psychology, and that's what will make you unprofitable. That's one secret I'd let you in on in terms of trading. The strategy isn't what's gonna make you rich. I promise you. It's your psychology. That's what's gonna make you rich. And that's why it takes so long to learn something. It's fucking easy to learn a strategy, boys. It's fucking so easy to learn a strategy. Anyone can learn a strategy, right? but it's the psychology behind it, and in every different fucking scenario as well. Every different scenario. US government shutdown, how are you going to trade it? Same thing when you got a new president, when you got high volume markets, high volatility. What do you do then? These type of scenarios, how to react to these scenarios here psychologically is what will make you a good or bad or a profitable trader. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad, you just need to be profitable, right? I'll start shorting coke soon, for fuck's sake. The facts slaps in it, that's facts. Facts. Been in EU long since London, still holding to Asia higher, stop loss of TP, some discipline, that. Love that shit, YK. Love that shit, brother. What point did you get in? Because we didn't actually sweep the Asia low. When did you get in? Bro, TSMC up nicely, 2.5%. If you look at UJ, I'm in a long. Of course I can, Brody. I don't know. Again, I spoke about UJ a few times on the stream recently, and I find it hard to look to find trades in there because we've got two quite uncertain currencies right here. I wouldn't say the dollar's necessarily strong. I'm not on the side where I think the dollar's strong. But at the same time, the yen is very confusing as well. We've been seeing that be bullish and bearish, and it's just very confusing. In my opinion, you're trading two very confusing pairs. What are you looking to long to? You're in a nice area though, because you're longing below the Friday 50. Below the Friday 50 is what I like. Above DTI, but below some nice areas, so I do like that. At least you got that on your side. 5 minute fair value gap after the explosive Asia low. Use that as SMT. Fed. Got you. Probably the two most uncertain currencies right now. This morning has proved that. Trust me. Trust me. You don't trade New York, do you? I don't, bro. I don't trade New York, man. I trade purely London session. Have done for 4 or 5 years now. I would not change. I would not change it for a day. Pulse on GJ. GJ's a bit different. I'll say GJ buys all day long. We do again. We've got the stronger pound over the yen. Buys all day long, but again, difficult in terms of ALG. Difficult in terms of if you trade premium with discount. So it's difficult. Very expanded to the upside yesterday with a nice bullish day. Finished off bullish. But we are still in the grand scheme of a bearish range just because we've been having the weak pound over a stronger yen. But I might have flipped now. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, you are right there, Slaps. UJ, dollar and the yen are the most uncertain currencies right now. Which makes it hard. Because I'd rather a currency be blatantly weak or blatantly strong than just uncertain, obviously. So me saying it's uncertain doesn't mean it's weak. Necessarily. But if and the reason why I say uncertain, and what I mean by that, and what does that mean in terms of the market, is it mean if it's an uncertain currency, people aren't going to be driven to put their money into it. The same way as if, well, I mean, you might know what I'm saying concerned about. I mean, if you're not going to invest in an economy that's not booming, right? You're going to invest in an asset that's not going to increase in price. You're not going to buy into a stock that isn't like changing anything or got great earnings and stuff like that, right? People don't like trading uncertainty. People do not trade uncertainty. That's why we're seeing safe havens like gold boom at the moment. And why we're seeing dollar be favoured even after the dollar being so weak because of how uncertain other economies are. Very uncertain. Keyword there, boys. Keyword. Boys, if you're on TikTok, man, make sure you're joining up on the YouTube stream. We're trying to grow our YouTube. This is our YouTube, boys. Go follow up, man. I'm streaming over there right now as well. It's always better to watch on YouTube. Go fucking sub, boys. Trying to hit free Kizzy. Get the fuck on there. I took a GBP. I took a GBP NZD long this morning. ALG. GBP NZD. That shit you do not hear, brother. How's that going for you? Okay, it's going quite nice. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the entry on this bitch. Okay. Okay. Bro's cooking on a crazy pair. I see you, bro. Wow, that actually played out really fucking nice. Bang on 10 pips. What are you aiming for? Asia height? God, look at that. Fucking hell. How nice that played out. Yeah, we took that 6 low to switch it for the second time. Wow, holy shit. Now fix 1 to 3. Fair play, bro. No, I love that, man. No, lovely stuff. I want to see how this pans out. Again, that strong pound coming through, really shining through on GBP NZD. A day of a strong pound, boys. Lovely stuff, bro. Is that one of your normal pairs that you trade? Thoughts on GJ? Buys. Boys, honestly, just buys. We're just looking at longs. These markets have been dreadful today, though, lads. I'm definitely jumping off a half two, because I don't think we're even going to see anything for the rest of the day, either. There really isn't much going on here. Oh, that's loose trade. This is loose trade there. Yeah, I'm going to put this on the chart. Hopefully this one's continuing up here, man. It looked nice yesterday as well. Hey, it'll be 1:30, bro. Mentorship giveaway, boys. 1:30. I know, Jed. For real. Let me look at this shit. Alright, see Montana, bro. We're gonna do them every single month to the members only. We're getting all the members funded, so don't you dare worry, bro. You're gonna be funded at some point. I promise you that. Hold me to that, bro. You'll be getting a funded. Every one of my students will be getting a funded account at some point. A minimum 25k account from ACG. Most likely a 50k though. Let's have a look at yesterday. Wow, yeah, played it nice yesterday. A late entry, but played out nice. Played out nice. Just found a website where you can set a trick-or-treat location for people to come to on Halloween. Oh my days, no way you can do that, bro. Gonna stitch up my mates and put location as someone proper. Oh, bro, that's so jokes. Even mature students, even the mature students, Steve. Especially the mature students. That's mad, bruv. Just found a website where you can set a trick-or-treat location for people to come to on Halloween. Oh my days. You're old, not mature. Wait, we're still running bare nice on it though. Still running nice. I put one as Billy's Dodgy Dungeon. That is so jokes. Imagine if bare like couples just end up coming thinking it's like a swingers club thing. Boys, we're not getting. I might even just jump off now, man. There's actually nothing. We're not going to see the market move the whole time, so it'd be pointless me sitting on it. I'm going to jump off, boys. I've been in there for 50 minutes. There's no point of us continuing. There's no point, boys. There's no point. But I'll catch you, man, tomorrow, boys. Hopefully the market's a little bit nicer. I'm streaming for the pre-London to everyone in the morning. It's Thursday today. So tomorrow I'll be doing a pre-London for everyone in the Discord. So make sure you man are in there, man.